Hello, welcome back. My name is Bronson, and today we're doing more RuneScape. We did a few quests last time. We did something about sheep. We did Imp Catcher, and we did the murder at the manor type thing. So today we're going to carry on with the recommended quests. The next one is Prince Ali Rescue. I went ahead and got all the items it reckons we'll need for it. We'll see if that's enough or not. In other breaking news, I also figured out what the little star symbol means underneath like the fire rune there. When you're using a staff of something, it means you don't have to use the runes. So we've got staff of fire, so we don't need the fire runes. It took me way too long to figure that out. Anyway, let's talk to Chancellor Hassan to get this quest started. Greetings, I am Hassan, Chancellor to the Emir of Al-Kharid. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, we do currently have a very urgent issue where we need to resolve. And I suppose you look like someone who knows how to get a job done. Are you definitely interested in helping? I am. You'll find our spy master, Osman, just outside the palace. Go to him and tell him I sent you. He will fill you in on the details of our problem. Okay. So we've got to go find Osman, who is out this way. Hey, Osman. Osman, I was told by the Chancellor to come and speak to you. Apparently you have an issue that I can help with. That would be an apt description. However, I find you to be an interesting choice by the Chancellor. Why has he chosen to trust you with this task over one of our own? I just asked if he needed help, and he said yes. That man is far too trusting at a time when we must take extra care. However, if he has made his decision, I will not question it. Still, you should know that I will be keeping a close eye on you. Fair enough. What's the issue? Prince Ali, heir to the Emir of Al-Kharid, has been taken. My spies have already discovered where he is being held, but we need someone to make the rescue. Well, sure, I can manage that. How do I go about rescuing him? The prince has been taken by a group of bandits led by the self-proclaimed Lady Kelly. They are holding him in the abandoned jail just east of Draenor village. According to our information, Kelly is the only one able to freely move around the area. For you to get the prince out, you will need to disguise him as her. She will, of course, need dealing with first. Why can't I just go in and kill her and the bandits? And endanger the life of the prince in the process? No. There will be no unnecessary risks. We need to do this with as little bloodshed as possible. You make a fair point. Do you know what Kelly looks like? She has blonde hair and wears pink clothes. My daughter, Leela, is one of my spies, is currently in Draenor village keeping an eye on the jail. I'm sure she can help you with the specifics. Before you go, there is one more thing. You'll need a key to get the prince out of his cell. Kelly has the only one. You could steal it. That seems like a risk we should avoid. But if she only has one copy and I can't just steal it, how do I get the key? If you bring me an imprint of the key along with a bronze bar, I can have a copy made for you. You should be able to make an imprint of the key using some soft clay. Of course, you'll need to find a way to get Kelly to show you the key without causing suspicion. I'm sure Leela can help you with that. Sounds like I should head over to Draenor village and see Leela then. Indeed. Do you have any further questions before you go? No, I think we're good. You said everything we need to. Then you should get going. Okay. So we need to go and rescue the prince. The spy master's daughter is there to help us out. And we've got to dress the prince up like Leela. And hopefully that'll be pretty straightforward. So let's go do that. Okay, so the quest guide has skipped us a little bit and it says we need to get a wig made first. So this guy here should help us out. His name is Ned. Let's see what he has to say. Why, hello there, lad. My friends call me Ned. I was a man of the sea, but that's past me now. Could I be making or selling you some rope? Could you make other things apart from rope? Sure I can. What are you thinking of? How about some sort of wig? Well, that's an interesting thought. Yes, I think I could do something. Give me 3 balls of wool and I might be able to do it. I have them here. Please make me a wig. Okay, I'll have a go. Ned gives you a pretty good wig. Here you go. How's that for a quick effort? Not bad, I think. Thanks, Ned. There's more to you than meets the eye. Okay, so that's the wig made. Now we have to dye the wig because Leela is blonde. Let's talk to Aggie, who's the dye lady, and we need to get some paste, which is what some of our other stuff is for. The paste will be for something. What can I help you with? Can you make skin paste? Yes, I can. I see you already have the ingredients, the water, flour, ashes and red berries. Would you like me to mix some for you now? Yes, I would. That should be simple. Hand the things to Aggie then. You hand the ash, flour, water and red berries to Aggie. She tips ingredients into a cauldron and mutters some words. Words. Tourniquet, Fenderbaum, Tottenham, Marshmallow, Marblage. Aggie hands you the skin paste. There you go, dearie. That'll make you look good at the Varrock dances. Boom, so we've got some skin paste. That's always nice. Now we need to go and talk to Kelly. Ah, so this is the jail where people just kind of randomly attack you that we need to get into. Let's talk to Kelly and see what she has to say. Are you the famous Lady Kelly? Let's have a look. So that's the leader. That's why we've got the pink skirt and the blonde wig. Leader of the toughest gang of bandits around. Yes, I am Kelly. You've heard of me then? Heard of you? You're famous in Gillinor. That's very kind of you to say. Reputations are not easily earned. I have managed to succeed where many fail. What's your latest plan then? Why do you want to know? Well, I was actually hoping to join your group. Join us? Interesting. I suppose you do look the type. Yes. You'll of course need to prove yourself before we let you join us. However, what I can tell you is that we currently have a very valuable prisoner. If all goes well, he'll make us very rich. How do you know someone won't try to free him? There is no way to release him. The only key to his cell is on a chain around my neck, and the locksmith who made it died very suddenly. There isn't another key like this in the world. Could I see the key, please? Why? It will be something I can tell my grandchildren when you are even more famous than you are now. Well, I suppose there's no harm in letting you see it. After all, you have no hope of stealing it. Kelly gives you a small key on a strong-looking chain. Could I touch the key for a moment, please? Well, only for a moment then. As you touch the key, you make an imprint of it using a soft clay. Right in front of her and she sees nothing. We're that sneaky. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You are welcome, but run along now. I will need some time to consider your request to join us. Haha, I'm not really gonna join you. Ow. What level are these guys? They're still a bit high. We might be able to take them, but let's just run away for now. So with the key print, we can come back to Osman and get a spare key made. You again. How are things in Draenor? I have an imprint of the key. You give Osman the imprint along with a bronze bar. I'll use this to have a copy of the key made. I'll send it to Leela once it's ready. I'll get going. Okay, now we've got to head back to Draenor. Leela will have the key, and then we can break our guy out. Hello, Leela. You must be Leela. Your father sent me to help rescue Prince Ali. Yes, he sent word that you'd be coming. Are you aware of the plan? Yes, in fact, I already have everything we need. Good work. Now, before breaking the prince out, you'll need to find a way to deal with his personal guard. He's talkative, so try to find a weakness. Remember, we don't want any unneeded violence. Alright, I'll go have a chat to this guard. Before you go, my father sent this for you. Here's the key. And we've got to chat to the guard. Who's called Joe. please don't attack me. Hey. Hi there. What do you want? I have some beer here. Fancy one? Ah, that'd be lovely. Only one though, just to wet my throat. Of course, it must be tough being here without a drink. You hand a beer to the guard. He drinks it in seconds. That was perfect. I can't thank you enough. Would you care for another beer, friend? I'd better not. I don't want to be drunk on duty. Here, just keep these for later. I hate to see a thirsty guard. You hand 2 more beers to the guard. He takes a sip of one, and then he quickly drinks them both. Thanks. That was just what I needed to stay on guard. No more beers. I don't want to get drunk. I have a feeling he's already pretty drunk. Talk to Kelly. Hello, I'm here to tie you up. You overpower Kelly, tie her up, and put her in a cupboard. Now we can open the gate and talk to Prince Ali. Prince Ali, I'm here to rescue you. Oh, thank goodness. What's your plan? Take the disguise. You can use it to get past the guards outside. Thank you, my friend. I must leave you now, but my father will pay you well for this. That should be the last part of the quest done. Let's talk to this guy and see what our reward is. Prince Ali is home safe. You have the eternal gratitude of the Emir for rescuing his son. Please, take this payment as a thank you. Gosh, quest done. We got 3 quest points, 700 coins, free use of the Al-Kharid toll gate. Lovely. So that's another quest done. Next up in the list is Witch's Potion. We need to go to Rimington. Where is Rimington? That's the furthest we've been so far, I think. So let's grab what we need. We need an onion, an eye of newt, and some burnt meat. Let's go get all of that and then head over to Remington. Okay, so this is the start of the Witch's Potion quest. We've got to talk to Hetty. Wow, look at that. That's a nose right there. What could you want with an old woman like me? I'm in search of a quest.
Maybe I can think of something for you. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts?
Fuck yeah, I would. Yes, help me become one of my darker side.
Okay, well I'm going to make a potion to help bring out your darker self. You will need certain ingredients.
What do I need?
You need an eye of newt, a rat's tail, an onion, and a piece of burnt meat.
Great, I'll go get them. Kill a rat in the house to the west. Or the rat tail, that's just over here. So handy that they've got rats so close by. Did you drop the tail? Gosh, first try, look at that. Back to Hattie, that should be everything that we need. I've been looking for those ingredients.
So what have you found so far?
In fact, I have everything.
Excellent. Can I have them?
You pass the ingredients to Hetty and she puts them all into her cauldron. Hetty closes her eyes and begins to chant. The cauldron bubbles mysteriously. Well, is it ready?
Okay, now drink from the cauldron.
Drinking from the cauldron. You drink from the cauldron, it tastes horrible. You feel yourself imbued with power. Oh, nice, you get a bunch of magic XP. Well, that was a nice easy quest. Did it level us up? I don't think so. Our magic's already too high for that. Smashing through them today. Let's see what is next. Children of the Sun. This gives us access to Varlamore to the east of Varrock with a Quetzal. Whatever that means. So let's go do that. This here is Alina, the star of the Children of the Sun quest. Alina and Loa. So let's have a look. So they're from the west. Yes, they call it Varlamore, the Shining Kingdom. It's meant to be one of the most beautiful places in the world. What are you talking about? Oh, hello. Are you here to see the delegation? Delegation? See, it's not just me who doesn't know what's happening. The delegation from Varlamore, of course. After all these years, they're finally opening up the kingdom for travel and trade. Isn't it exciting? Why would I be excited about a place I never even knew existed? A whole land locked off for hundreds of years. Do you not want to be one of the first outsiders to step foot there? Think of the adventure. Adventure? That sounds dangerous. I'll be staying right here, thank you very much. Ah, boring. What about you, stranger? Yes. Well, I'm actually something of an adventurer myself. That's the spirit. I bet you want to be one of the first to head over to Varlamore. What can you tell me about Varlamore? It's far across the Western Sea, over the mountains south of Great Corrund, between the sea and the mountains. It's totally isolated. No one is allowed to come or go without good reasons. Sounds like a prison. Quite the opposite. It's a beautiful and prosperous kingdom ruled over by the Sun Queen. The Sun Queen? Yes, she rules from her palace in their capital, Civitas Illa Fortis. The sun plays an important role in Varlamorian life. In fact, they worship it. What, the sun? That's right, they have their own religion over there, dedicated to the sun and the moon. Isn't that fascinating? I don't know, sounds a bit odd to me. When will this delegation arrive? Well, it should be any time now. Hang on, what's going on over there? Wait, that's them, they're here. Cutscene. Ooh. Looks like been out in the sun too long, but it might just be face paint. There they are, the children of the sun. That's Itzla Arkin, heir to the throne of Varlamore. And there's Servius, the Teokan of Raylos. These guys definitely look like they're praising the sun. Teokan? What's a Teokan? It means High Priest. He's a religious leader in Varlamore. Huh. Oh, this guy's looking a bit suspicious. What are you doing with that bag? Oh, just delivering some supplies to the guards at the gates. Well, hurry back. We need everyone at their posts. That's an unusually big bag he's carrying. Now where might you be going with that? Looks like I get to stalk someone. Follow the guards slowly behind them, hiding in the marked locations to avoid being seen. Okay. So this is probably turn off the run type thing. Wow, this quest helper sure is handy. Okay. Keep stalking. Keep stalking. He's gonna turn around, but he can't see me. Now, I can't just shortcut around it seems, so follow the path. Not too far out. The Splinter Cell shit right here. Turning around. Haha. I am sneaky. It's gone the long way around. Doesn't want anyone knowing what's up. Run, 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 run. Ooh, we almost got caught there. And then we see him go into here. Cutscene number 2. What are you up to in there?
You're late.
I'm here, aren't I?
If you're not happy, maybe you should have been the one to steal the uniforms. Enough. We don't have much time. Do you have everything?
Mostly.
Mostly?
I grabbed what I could.
We're just going to have to make do. The delegation is already in the palace. We need to be ready to strike as they leave. Indeed, you know the target. Get changed quick and be ready to take your positions. Good luck, you're going to need it. You lot panic too much. It's going to be fine. Now let's go in.
That doesn't sound good. I better let that sergeant know. There's a plot. To the sergeant. Move along, citizen. Wait, I have some information you need to hear. What is it? There are some bandits disguising themselves as guards. I think they're planning to attack the delegation from Varlamore. Surely you can't be serious. It's true. One of them infiltrated your guards and stole some uniforms. He came right through here earlier with them. The one with the large bag. I thought I didn't recognize him, but then it's so hard to keep up. We get enough guards so quickly around here for some reason. So what do we do? Should we warn the delegation?
And risk the panic? No. Better we deal with this now while they're safe in the palace. Do you know how many bandits there are?
4 in total.
Right, we can work with that. You get out there and point them out. Being disguised, you'll need to keep a close eye out for any guard who looks or acts differently to the others. Don't go too far. The bandits tend to attack the delegation. They'll either be here in the square or on the eastern road between the square and the bank. Return to me once you've found all 4, and we'll take them all at the same time.
Alright, I'll get to it. Okay, so now we've got to mark this sketchy looking guard over here. And then we've got to go mark this guard. No one over here. These guys really need to disguise better, you know, having these giant blue arrows above their head doesn't help. And this one. And then we report back to the sergeant. I am good at this. Alright, I've pointed out all the bandits.
Good work. I'll single my guards to bring them in.
Sergeant Tobin signals his guard, and the bandits are quickly arrested.
That could have ended up quite nasty if not for you. Once again, good work.
So what happens now?
The bandits will be interrogated. If all goes well, we'll get some useful information out of them. Speaking of which, given it was you who found them in the first place, you might be able to offer some support. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. Where do you need me?
Come with me. We'll use the cell on the palace roof for interrogations. It's nice and out of the way.
Ooh, we're doing some interrogation. Sergeant Tobin escorts you to the palace roof. Ah, Niso, Sergeant.
Prince Itzler, I'm sorry, but I wasn't expecting you here.
Well, all that politics downstairs was getting a bit dry, but now I've heard there's been a bit of a commotion. I thought I'd come see what the fuss was about. You don't mind, do you?
Well, no, it's just...
Wonderful. And you? Who are you? Hello there. I'm Bronson. Bronson. Kunai. Kuani. Pleased to meet you. Crown Prince Itzler Arkan, heir to the Sun Throne, at your service. Tell me, Bronson, are you the one who caught these would-be assassins? That's right. Well then, why don't you and I ask this one a few little questions, if you don't mind? You don't mind, do you, Sergeant?
Not at all, but...
Excellent. Let's get started then. Hey, we're getting in with the prince. Nil sal to you, Ignami. I hear you managed to get yourself into a spot of bother.
I'm not telling you anything.
Ah, Tetamo, such a shame. No matter though, we'll have you talking in no time. Now you'll need to forgive me, but I'm a bit new around here, so your customs are not familiar with me. Tell me, Ignami, what's the preferred method of interrogation in these parts?
You're asking me how you should interrogate me?
Well, it just seemed polite to ask. We have all sorts of fun methods back home in Varlamore. We could give 1 or 2 of them a go if you want.
If I want?
Absolutely. Now, what are your thoughts on chicken?
Chicken?
Oh, Bronson, do you not have chickens here? Sorry, again, all this is quite new to me. Yes, we have chickens. The farms around here have loads. Well then, why the confusion? Have you never seen one before? Oh, you poor sheltered thing. Did your parents never show you the wonders of the countryside?
I know what a chicken is.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I don't know what game you're playing, but it won't work on me.
No game at all, Ignami. The reason I ask is because one of our preferred methods in Varlamore involves just a small amount of fire, and you'd never believe it, but the smell of human flesh once it gets going.
You're going to cook me?
Cook? No, not at all. That would imply I'm going to eat you, and I'm not a barbarian. Though it would be interesting to know if it tastes the chicken as well.
Alright, enough. Tell you what you want.
Kuani. So, who are you working for?
I don't know their name, they just paid us to attack the delegation. They didn't look to be from around here. I reckon it's one of your lot.
Why did they want you to attack the delegation?
They didn't say, but that priest, he was the target.
The Varlamorian paid you to assassinate the Teokan. You're not giving me much to go on.
That's all I know.
Well, I think we're done here. Come, Bronson. A think we got what was needed here.
You sure he told you everything?
Ah, yes, the fear of being cooked will do that to a man. All total rubbish, of course. Imagine burning someone alive. We're much more civilized over in Varlamore. We just cut out their heart while it's still beating instead. I can't tell if you're joking or not. Anyway, sounds like there'll be some work to do when we get back home. An assassination attempt on the Terracan of Rylos. Concerning stuff. First up though, I better get back to the politics. Bronson, once we've got these papers signed, you lot will be free to travel to Varlamore for the first time. No more needing explicit permission. You can come and go as you please. Now it's entirely up to you, of course, but given we have you to thank for stopping this plot, I'd be very keen if you join me in Varlamore to continue the investigation. No need to decide now, but if you do wish to accept my offer, just speak to Regulus Cento outside the eastern gates of this city. Now they'll be missing me downstairs. Tim over, and may the sun light your way. Itzler departs.
Well, that was interesting.
Not every day the heir to a far-off land comes and interrogates one of your prisoners.
Oddly enough, no. This will be an interesting report to write. And on that note, I'd best get to it. All the best, adventurer. Thank you for your help.
Boom. And that is Children of the Sun complete. We've got a quest point. We've got access to Varlamore. I don't know, can we see that on the map? Where is Varlamore? Is it in here somewhere? Varlamore, that's the Varlamore Underground. I don't know, but we'll have to go check it out at some point. Oh, we've just had the Quizmaster talk to us again. So it's our lucky day. It's your lucky day, Bronson. You've got a chance to win big prizes in my quiz show. Would you like to play? Yes, please. I'm so excited. Ooh. Welcome to the greatest quiz... Oh, odd one out. I've done this before. Let's do it again. Pick the odd one out. We've got fish with fish. That'll be the ring. Correct. Next question. That'll be the cup. This time the fish is the odd one out. Okay, 3 for 3. The shield. Winner! You can choose your prize. Always take the mystery box. Let's see what we got. You have a sneaking suspicion that you would have received a medium clue scroll. Inside the box, you find absolutely nothing. Well, that's a bit sad. We answered all those really difficult questions for nothing. Oh well. On that note, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We got a couple of quests done. We got Prince Ali rescued. We did the Witch's Potion for some magic XP. And then we saved the delegation from getting assassinated. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and keep telling me what I'm doing wrong in the comments. It's very helpful and I appreciate it. So long, see you next time.